if I told you that success does not pay, but failure pays, how many times will you fail and how much will you be interested in failing? I discovered the competitive urge of failure and I am failing my way to millions. If you want to make money from failure, come along with me and let's take this trip on turning failure to money in the failure that pays.
My is China. I'm an expert global business solutions expert and your real estate success strategist known as the mayor of housing.
Welcome to my daily insights into my daily quotes with my ace, where I give you a longer, deeper insight into my daily quotes for deeper secrets for your accelerated result.
And today's quote says, failure is my fuel for success. One of the things that makes people failures is because they don't embrace failure. They resent failure. And once they fail, they stop failing and they become a failure. And the other thing that makes us successful is because we embrace failure. And once we fail, we continue to fail. And with each failure, we double our resolve to succeed. And failure becomes our fuel and motivation for success. So we succeed because we fail. And you fail because you fail to fail. So avoiding failure is a surefire way for you to be a failure, but embracing failure and failing until you succeed is a surefire way for you to have success. And one of the greatest legends of failure that has shown us how to profit so much from failure is Thomas Edison, who did the light bulb experiment once and failed, did it twice and failed, did it 100 times and failed, did it 1,000 times and failed. 10,000 times he succeeded, and not only did he light up our world with his success formula, but that success gave birth to General Electric, that became the biggest electrical company in the world for over 100 days and made him and his descendants billions of dollars. So if you want to gain the competitive edge, you have to reframe failure from failure to fuel. And there are 6 failures that if you can turn to fuel, you become unstoppable and your success is sure. The first failure is seeing failure as punishment. Those who see failure as punishment resent failure and remain a failure. Those of us that see failure as a punishment not to be repeated don't want to repeat that failure. And each time we punish ourselves, we teach ourselves the lesson. Those that don't get the lesson of the punishment of failure waste the punishment. Those of us that look for the lesson in the punishment of failure, we get the lessons and we grow from failure. So both those that fail and those that succeed all see failure as punishment, but the difference is these get the lessons, these do not get the lesson. The second is punishment. Apart from making failure a punishment that you want to learn from and grow above so that you never go back to that punishment, you also see failure as punishment. Those that are failure only see it as punishment and it stops there. Those of us that are successes see it as punishment and look for the punishment in the punishment. We don't see the punishment as suffering. We see the punishment as training, and it's the punishment in the punishment that is the reward of the training. So we pick up valuable lesson with every failure we make and polish the process, the thinking, and the intelligence so much that, as Henry Ford said, failure is an opportunity for you to try again more intelligently. It's only when you polish the process you can try again more intelligently. And number 3 is real review. Asking for third-party review, asking for opinions. As Napoleon Hill said in one of the greatest books on success ever written, that opinions are the cheapest thing that are everywhere, and failures take the opinion of others. Why successes want real review from the actual experience. So while failures resent and avoid the process because they hear the opinion of others, we that are succeeding go through the experimentation and do the execution and get real review from the actual work and become more intelligent for us to succeed. Number 4 is fast feedback loops. Those that are afraid of failure are afraid of someone calling them a failure. They're afraid of people seeing them fail. They're afraid of starting as amateur. They're afraid of not looking good when they are doing what they want to do. But those of us that know that feedback is more important than our process on our performance, we look for mentors, we look for examples, and we look for laws that can give us fast feedback on what we are doing. When we are doing it and failing, we don't resent the failure. We are looking for why we are failing, and we refine the feedback loops from the feedback of either mentors, examples, and laws. The fifth is find the profit. Why the poor are avoiding failure? They don't open their eyes to see the profit in the failure. Oswald Sanders once said, eyes that look are many, but eyes that see are rare. Only eyes that see the profit in the failure are rare. Until you see the profit in that failure, you've not failed hard enough. Those of us that are success, keep looking until we see the profit. And most times, there's so much profit in failure. The last but not the least is the pain of mockery to the gain of victory. If you are not able to see and flip the pain of mockery to the gain of victory, mockery will stop you and you become a failure. But those of us that see and can flip the pain of mockery to the gain of victory, while our mockers are mocking, we are already seeing the gain of victory, because your mockers are not your mockers. Your mockers are your future fans that are waiting for you to turn your failure to victory, for them to turn from your mockers to your fans. If you don't turn it to victory, they'll remain your mockers. If you turn the failure to victory, they'll become your fans. And it is the flip of punishment to the reason why you should never fail again that makes us unstoppable. It is the flip of seeing failure as punishment that makes us unstoppable. It's the flip of looking for real review instead of opinions that makes us unstoppable. It is the flip of being hungry for fast feedback loops from mentors, examples, and laws that makes us unstoppable. It is the flip of looking for profit in failure that makes us fail repeatedly and make us unstoppable until we succeed. And it is turning the pain of mockery to the gain of victory that makes us love mockery. And the more mockery we see, the more victory we want to get when our mockers turn into our fans. So tell me, which of these have you most resented, or that is most painful for you, that makes you hate failure? For me, the one that made me hate failure the most was number 6. I used to think that the mockery of failure is more shameful, painful, and deriding than any other thing in the world. Being a naturally intelligent kid academically, I was used to everybody calling me the chairman, and being a very active young kid, I was used to winning in all the games. So when I came out of school and I had to go through the pain of failure and have people mock me, insult me, and call me all kinds of names. And if you've never been mocked in Nigeria, then you've never owed money in Nigeria. I was in debt and they called me all kinds of criminal 419 because I was owing. And that mockery almost broke me until I found a way to flip it to the gain of victory. And now my former mockers and my present fans yelling and cheering me on because I was able to turn failure to victory. So I'd like to know which of these is most painful that makes you avoid failure. And remember, our quote for the day says, failure is my fuel for success. So if you want to turn failure to a competitive advantage that pays, turn it to these 6 ideas and you become unstoppable and never fail again. And one of the things that makes people think they can avoid failure is when they think that life can be easy. Is life an easy life or an easy lies? To see the easy choices that quietly, permanently make life hard for you and how to make life really easy for you, click on the video above and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, Lele, it is super duper amazing that you found my content valuable enough for you to watch till the end. Only 5% of exceptional people do that. You're exceptional and I deeply love and appreciate you. Hey, Lele, don't just watch to learn, watch to take action and first action is subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our daily value action. Remember, only doers are winners.